In the days after Gideon's death, Israel turned once again to foolishness. They had forgotten the God who delivered them, and they chose a man, Abimelech, the son of Gideon's concubine, to rule over them. But one man, Jotham, escaped Abimelech's bloody hands. And standing on the hill of Mount Gerizim, he lifted his voice, and spoke a parable that echoed through history. Jotham spoke of trees that sought to anoint a king over themselves. The olive tree, full of wisdom and worth, was asked to rule. But it refused, saying, "Shall I leave my oil, which honors both God and man, to go and wave over the trees?" The olive tree would not trade usefulness for power. Then the trees turned to the fig tree, beautiful and fruitful, and asked it to reign over them. But the fig tree refused as well. It said, "Shall I leave my sweetness, and my good fruit, to be exalted over the trees?" The fig tree knew its calling, to bring sweetness, not to rule. Next, the trees turned to the vine, whose fruit brings joy to the heart of God and man. But even the vine refused. It said, "Shall I leave my wine, which cheers both God and man, to wave over the trees?" The vine knew that joy was greater than power. And so, the trees turned at last to a thorn bush, small, dry, and worthless. The thorn bush said, "If truly you anoint me as king, come and take refuge in my shadow. But if not, let fire come out of the thorn bush and consume the cedars of Lebanon." The thorn bush offered no shelter, its shadow was a lie. It promised protection, but it threatened destruction. When Jotham finished his parable, he lifted his voice once more. "If you have acted in truth and sincerity in making Abimelech king, rejoice in him. But if not, let fire come out of Abimelech and devour the people of Shechem, and let fire come out of Shechem and devour Abimelech." His words were sharp as lightning, his warning clear as fire. And just as Jotham spoke, it came to pass. The thorn bush turned against the trees. Abimelech turned against his own people. And the people turned against their king. Fire rose from both sides, and both were consumed. The parable of Jotham reminds us, not every voice deserves a crown. Not every leader brings shade. Some offer protection but carry fire beneath their branches. And sometimes, the smallest flame can destroy the mightiest forest. Choose your leaders wisely, for not every throne brings peace.